3D printing seemed to come out of left field like 10 years ago. Where did this space-age technology come from? Well, the technology itself has actually been around for quite a while, but it's still pretty new to the industrial world. I'm Chris Fox, and this is Manufacturing. The world of 3D printing has been around since something like the late 70s or early 80s. At that time, it was extremely expensive and only used for things like prototyping and testing parts for fitment. Fast forward like 25 years when the maker movement started. Suddenly patents started expiring and the world of 3D printing got much cheaper and easier to access. The early consumer FDM printers that hit the maker market started out at like $2,000. But now that they've been out for a while, you can get one for like $150 from a place like Monoprice. While the world at large was getting used to the idea of 3D printing, companies started developing new, more robust methods of not only printing plastics, but also carbon fiber and even metal. The industries of manufacturing are not ones to be early adopters. I mean, let's face it, new technology is scary, untested, and when you need to make a pile of parts for a contract, you don't want to rely on unproven technology or practices. But as 3D printing became better known to the general public, the truly powerful manufacturing technologies started to emerge. Companies like Markforged were early in developing stronger printer parts with carbon fiber printers, and now they've also started selling metal printers that are priced for actual shops rather than just aerospace companies and folks making rocket engines. In fact, I got the chance to visit one of Markforged's customers. Markforged's. I got to visit a customer that belonged to Markforged. Centerline Engineered Solutions, where they used a 3D printer from Markforged for everything from press brakes to welding fixtures.
So there's at least one article in every magazine that I see about 3D printing. Whether it's realistic or not, it's there.
Specialty dies, this works out real good, and we could use it over and over, and if it does wear out or damaged or whatever, we can make another one and be back up 5-6 hours.
You know, I look at it from my business standpoint is, you know, I could have bought a top of the line, 5-axis piece of equipment, and it really didn't bring me any more capabilities to my customer base. But 3D printing, that's something new to my customer base.
This is what 3D printing was meant to do. Make iterations faster and cheaper, and now 3D printed parts are even usable as everyday items in the shop, saving time and money on consumable items in the manufacturing process. High quality parts that are cheaper and faster to make seems like a no-brainer to me, but I still think we are a ways away from full-on 3D printed manufacturing as a regular thing. But there are some shops and companies that are already doing it. It definitely has its place in not just niche shops, but any shop that's looking to save some cash and streamline their processes. How are you using 3D printing? Are you manufacturing or prototyping? Or are you just printing toys to put in your home office? Or, if you're not 3D printing at all, why not? Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like what you've seen. Believe it or not, it helps me reach more people. And subscribe if you want to see more manufacturing and engineering and I guess a little bit of everything that's involved every week.